Phase or state changes are physical reactions. Water easily goes through phase changes, so I use it as an example for our chemical reactions. These are the 4 phase changes that we are most familiar with: melting, freezing, vaporization, and condensation. Heat energy is also involved in these processes. Melting requires heat, while freezing releases heat. Likewise, vaporization requires heat, and condensation releases heat. As you know from your everyday experience, water evaporates by using heat energy that is present in the environment. Evaporation is a phase change from liquid to gas, but to simplify our discussion, we will refer to the liquid to gas phase change as boiling, which occurs at a specific temperature and pressure. This brings me to 2 important physical properties: melting point, or MP, and boiling point, or BP, the temperatures at which melting and boiling occur for a substance. Freezing point, or FP, is the same temperature as the melting point. The difference is the directionality of the transition, either liquid to solid, freezing, or solid to liquid, melting. For example, water melts and freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. A substance will be solid at temperatures below the melting point, and a liquid at temperatures above the melting point and below the boiling point, and a gas at temperatures above the boiling point. At the boiling point, both gas and liquid phases are present. At the melting point, both liquid and solid phases are present. If we know the melting and boiling point of a substance, we can predict its phase at any temperature. We will look at temperature scales in more detail later in this chapter, and although Americans are familiar with the Fahrenheit scale, some are not as familiar with the Celsius scale that scientists use. An important temperature range is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, since this is the range of typical room temperature. Often we want to know the state of a substance at room temperature, or RT. Let's look at worked example 1.2 on page 4 of the text. If you don't have your text, the question is found on this slide. Pause the video to read the problem. Restart the video once you have an answer. We are told that the melting point is negative 92 degrees Celsius and the boiling point is negative 19.5 degrees Celsius. Since room temperature, or 25 degrees Celsius, is a temperature above the boiling point, formaldehyde is a gas at room temperature. You will have some homework problems which are similar to this problem.